Man, we just got a ton of new leaks and news and information that has to do with James Gunn's new DCU, specifically the new Green Lanterns TV show. Again, my hype for this just gets more and more as we go. We got the first report here that says that new details on the DCU Lantern show describes Hal Jordan as being old, grumpy, and a no-nonsense type, and Jon Stewart as young and reckless. Daniel RPK is what I meant to say. Daniel RPK regarding Green Lantern / Lanterns. I've heard they're eyeing Josh Brolin because their vision for Hal Jordan is to have him as an older, gruff, no-nonsense mentor to a younger Jon Stewart. And as we know, Brolin excels at playing the grumpy type. The series is set to start filming next year with a story that follows Hal and Jon as they investigate a twisted and bizarre murder mystery on Earth, uncovering a conspiracy that will impact the entire DC universe according to a production grid. Again, that was the next report. Josh Brolin has reportedly been offered the role of Hal Jordan, aka Green Lantern. Again, I know some people online are a little bit disappointed in this, but I can legitimately see how Josh Brolin would really be able to play this role. Again, I know some people want Hal Jordan to be his usual younger self, but with Jon Stewart becoming such a popular character in comics and fiction over the last couple years, it does really make sense to me that they are looking to use this, I think, new way to show Hal Jordan as a character and who he really is. And look, we could really get a story and a Green Lantern, maybe even similar to the Peter B. Parker story we got in Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Again, a Peter Parker who's lost a bit, who doesn't really want to be Spider-Man anymore, a little bit grumpier and older in his ways, of course. Again, Josh Brolin as Green Lantern, will they go down that direction of him just being the grumpy type where he doesn't look like he wants to do this, that more? He doesn't want to put up with anyone's shit. Are they going to go with that type of Green Lantern? It definitely does look like they are possibly going to go down that direction. Again, there are other reports here that do say that, of course, he's been offered the role as Green Lantern, as an older Hal Jordan. A ton of reports also talking about other actors who potentially could be, doing the role. Matthew McConaughey and Ewan McGregor are in the mix to play Hal Jordan, with it being said that Matthew McConaughey and Ewan McGregor are also in the mix to play Hal Jordan in DC's Lantern if Josh Brolin does pass on the role. The version of the character is described to be a Lantern legend and a veteran member of the Corps. We also got a new thing that says that Chris Pine and Timothy Olyphant have officially been added to the list of finalists to compete for DCU's Hal Jordan. I think that's how you say his name, Oliphant or Oliphant, Oliphant, fucking something. Again, this Timothy bloke did actually play one of the characters in Star Wars The Mandalorian. I think he was in the end of the Book of Boba Fett as well as an end credit scene. I can't remember what his name was, but he was actually a really cool character. And in one, I think, the most unique episodes, I think it was the first one of season 2, that I actually really liked. And I definitely know my mum has the hots for this guy. She was sitting there saying to me, we've got Pedro Pascal's sexy voice with this dude on screen. I was like, shit, mum, you better fucking calm down. I'm sitting right here, man. This is becoming disgusting at this rate. But I don't know, to me, I wouldn't think Josh Brolin would be the kind of guy who would do a TV show, especially one that was like a Green Lantern show or anything like that. I feel like if he was to take another superhero role, it would be in like a big blockbuster movie, similar to how Avengers, Infinity War, Endgame, and Deadpool 2 were, of course, like. But I think maybe the reality is that Josh Brolin, he might not seem like he'd do it, but in saying that, he also agreed to be Thanos and Cable, meaning he definitely has a massive interest in potentially playing these like comic book type of characters. I mean, he went to like a bunch of the, I think, San Diego Comic Cons and all of that type of stuff when they were marketing these movies and all of the above. He did all of that and seemed really enthused and excited to be there. So I guess this is something he would be interested in, and it realistically makes sense to cast him as this role. I think he could have a really good dynamic with whoever they cast as a potential younger Jon Stewart. Again, the thing is too, we got to remember this Lantern show, if successful, which it sounds like it probably will be, will definitely go for multiple seasons. It's not going to be like the Marvel shows, I think, where they go for like one season and most of them are completely canned and are called terrible with really no plot idea, nothing cool going on about them. We got to remember Lanterns is probably going to be a show where the first season is like completely set on Earth, the second season maybe set elsewhere. It sounds like a show that could go for quite a while, and the realistic thing is, if successful, which it probably will be, if Josh Brolin wants to, there will probably be roles for him in those big blockbuster movies that I talked about before. There will probably be roles for him where he is going to maybe be in a Justice League movie. Of course, Jon Stewart might be the main Green Lantern in the Justice League movie, but maybe Josh Brolin does have some type of role and does have scenes in it. And I think that would be really amazing and it would make sense. I think Josh Brolin makes a lot of sense for this role and it would be a really good idea. Again, I wasn't originally thinking that, but as I've realized what the plot is and how they're going to be going about this, having an older guy who was known for playing those grumpy roles, and he's done a lot of comic book movies before, a relatively big name actor as well, makes sense to get him a part of this. Again, if I think they're going to pick anyone else, I know a lot of people are saying Chris Pine. Chris Pine to me does look like Green Lantern. I think he would be cool. But if I had to pick someone, I think Ewan McGregor would actually be a really cool different take. He looks like the older grumpy type of Lantern who would go like what they're trying to aim for with Josh Brolin. And the realistic thing is, Ewan McGregor is a fantastic actor. He's a very high profile actor. I just want to hear Ewan McGregor without a British accent or the Obi-Wan Kenobi accent. I'm really wondering what that would actually sound like. I can't even formulate that in my fucking head. Again, the guy from Mandalorian would be cool. I really don't want to see Matthew McConaughey. I just don't think McConaughey would fit this role. Again, he just doesn't seem like he would be that older, grumpy, full, like doesn't want to take anyone's shit, just sick of it, full of it. He's done. He doesn't want to do anymore type of guy. I just feel like that just fits Josh Brolin. We kind of saw Ewan McGregor play that type of role in Kenobi as well. And then the guy from Mandalorian, I mean, he, I think, would fit the part. Chris Pine, is he a bit too nice? I don't know. He kind of looks like, to me, what a younger Green Lantern who's in his early 40s would maybe look like. But if they're going for a Green Lantern who's like a legend and a guy who's in his late 40s or 50s, Josh Brolin is the guy I think they should get. And Ewan McGregor makes, I think, some sense for me. So considering this is going to be starting next year, this is definitely my most anticipated DC project now outside of Superman. This just sounds really interesting. It sounds like a really cool, new, refreshing idea that I'm going to absolutely love, hopefully. Again, Brave and the Bold sounds awesome. DCU's Supergirl movie sounds cool. The Swamp Thing idea sounds cool. But none of the shows have really gotten me interested. I'm not a really big TV guy, which a lot of you guys know, but this Lantern show has definitely drawn me to it, and I think could be something that would be really fun to explore, especially if they got a really awesome actor like Josh Brolin and Ewan McGregor. And the fact is, we're probably going to see this by like 2026, which is cool, because we're getting DC content and we're getting a lot of it, but it looks like we're getting content that has actually been worked on and actually had love put into it. We'll get Superman next year, and Peacemaker Season 2, which people are excited for. Then we'll get Lanterns and Supergirl probably the year after. That's a lot of really cool projects. Again, I'd very much like to hear all of your thoughts and opinions on this all down below. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Comment who do you guys think they should cast to play Green Lantern. Do you guys like that they're going for a more older Lantern and going with that type of story? I'd very much like to know. Subscribe to my sports channel and my IRL/vlog channels. Links for them will be in the description down below. And I guess I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.